Hello and welcome back to another Gibbons and Goose guide.
He's Dan.
He's Theo.
And today we're here to talk to you all about marriage.
Marriage? Hang on, Gibbons and Goose. Haven't you already covered that in your seduction guides?
Yes.
But this is an advanced level course.
Yeah.
Those seduction guides are introductory videos, so please watch them for a basic overview.
And of course, if you just like to go back and watch them, that would be really helpful. That would be great because, need to get the view count up, everybody, if we want to keep making these videos. Time is ticking. So please just go and watch them. I think that didn't sound too desperate, did it? I think that was fine.
That was fine.
Yeah.
The first stage of marriage is, well, without risking going over old ground, a date. Well, this is it's really nice. Yeah, it's just where's everyone else? Because I thought everyone from work was coming.
Oh yeah, from work. Yeah. No, they can't. They can't make it. They told me they can't make it because they all died in a tragic quicksand helicopter-related accident. There was nothing that could be done. It's fine. It's finished now anyway. But the point is that we're here and we can have fun together, can't we? It's the two of us. I thought. Anyway, I've booked us a hotel room. I don't know if you like hotels, but I do. But there was a mix-up at the front desk, and I wanted 2 single rooms for us. I did. I tried, but there was only 1 double room left in the entire hotel, and we had to book that. We just had to do it. And also, there's another problem as well, because in the double room the sofa's broken and it's too dangerous to sleep on, so we're going to have to both share the bed. We're just going to both have to share it, and there's nothing that can be done. And I'm as furious as you are, but we're just going to have to make do with it, aren't we?
Oh, that is so sweet.
So, without going into too much depth, I think the takeaway from that is obviously just play it cool, be yourself, don't come on too strong, you'll be absolutely fine.
And then, after 2 weeks, or maybe 3 if you're playing it cool,
Which we are.
it's time for a smooth proposal.
Natalie, well, I suppose the reason I brought you here today is to say something to you. Well, I'm sorry, I tend to mince my words, but I think what I want to say is that you and I have been seeing each other for quite some time, and oh gosh, sorry, I knew this would happen. No, sorry, it's hopeless. I did write something silly down as I'd prepared. Natalie, Webster's dictionary defines marriage proposal as I'm just going to speak from the bally heart, and I'm just going to say that, Natalie, how would you, that is, Natalie Honeychurch, feel if I, Colin Stockleaf, were to say, shall we, that is, us, put our bits together forever?
I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I'm going to phone my mother right now. Mum? Yeah, he just proposed. It was so romantic. It was great. Yeah, just like the movies. Yeah. I can't believe it. I know.
The first stage of planning a wedding is picking the bridesmaids. If your fiancé has close friends who are attractive, discourage her from picking them as the bridesmaids, as you don't want them to overshadow her on the big day.
Now I'm glad you've mentioned this, Dan, because as we all know, marriage is a compromise, and we've reached our first one, and we're not even married yet. But we need to make sure that a balance is struck here. Because let's say, for example, that all the bridesmaids chosen are complete hogs. That could be considered as quite selfish towards the groomsmen, who presumably will want to copulate with them, as tradition dictates. So perhaps help your fiancé handpick some bridesmaids that really do strike a balance. If the maid of honour is attractive, throw a few uggos into the background to make sure that your wife looks particularly lovely. However, if the maid of honour is a real beast, then perhaps you'll want at least some 7 out of 10s amongst the bridesmaids for your groomsmen to pick from. As I've said, it's all about striking that balance, find what's right for you.
And men, don't think you're exempt from this rule either. Your wedding photos are precious memories, and you don't want them ruined by Big Baz's beer gut. So when considering your best man, just make sure that he is at least as tall and attractive as Theo. Now, I do want to stress that this is really a rock bottom option. You want to view Theo as your canary down the mine. Now, women, I know this is your big day, and you'll have dreamt about it since you were a little girl. But you have to remember there are 2 people involved in this wedding. Yourself and, of course, the wedding planner. Their opinion matters just as much as yours. And okay, yes, joking aside, there is someone else involved who might be a little miffed if you leave them out of the preparations. Your mother.
Now, during the run-up to a wedding and during the preparations, your husband-to-be could turn into a real groomzilla. If he starts exhibiting any of these symptoms, you better head for the hills. So, the florist suggested perhaps a bouquet of white lilies and roses for the display.
You know that I have plumped for chrysanthemums from day one, you selfish beast! I'm going to my mother's!
So for the groomsmen's pocket squares, I was thinking powder blue, because that would...
You know, for me, it's duck egg or nothing. How dare you! I'm going to my mother's!
Okay, so for the seating arrangements, I've gone for, obviously, my parents and my little brother on the left in the front row, and then your parents and your family on the right. Is that okay, or...?
Oh, you're segregating us already!
That's just how it's done. The bride's family goes on the left, the groom's goes on the right.
Oh, well, if you hate my family that much, let's just call the whole thing off! I'll be at my mother's.
So, we couldn't do a guide to marriage without touching on this, because it's a controversial subject for some reason. We think, personally, that arranged marriages are a great idea. It is so much simpler to have everything arranged in advance for your wedding. You know, the cake, the venue, the guest list. Just makes things so much simpler. You can't just turn up on the day and improvise. It'd be a nightmare, and nobody would watch it. So we'd always suggest having an arranged marriage.
So, the initial stage of marriage is often referred to as the honeymoon period. This is when the couple go on a long holiday that usually lasts 2 to 3 years. That can't be right.
That's what it says. I've looked it up on the phone. Pretty sure it's right.
The honeymoon period is the only time during a marriage when the couple is happy. It's usually synonymous with not having children.
So after the honeymoon period is over, it's not uncommon for couples to start arguing and bickering about just small things. And you know what, guys? We're just going to say this. It's entirely unhealthy. Okay? How you deal with these problems will either make or break your matrimony. Let's have a look at the following example.
Oh, sorry, honey. Would you mind just putting the glasses in the cupboard? There's a bit more space. Thanks.
Oh, yeah. Thing is, I like to keep the crystal together. You just pop them in the other one.
We are having an argument.
Oh no, we are divorced. The healthier thing to do is to suppress your feelings way down inside of you. Bottle them up and never ever let them out. That way, you'll never have an argument, which will inevitably lead to a divorce. I told your work you were stealing, so you've been fired. Now you've got lots of time to stay at home and do chores.
Let's take a weekend break to celebrate.
Well, I can go, but you'd better stay and clean the house.
That sounds fun for us. I slept with your sister.
Yes. Remember when I said that I couldn't have children? Well, I lied. I just didn't want to have them with you.
Shall we see what's on television?
Hey, Remember when you were young and free and single, we talked about all the sex you'd be having? Well, that's nothing compared to the amount of sex you'll be having once you're married.
Some sex experts, or as they're often called, marriage spurts, believe that married couples have sex twice as much as non-married ones, and that figure triples once you have kids.
Wow. But hey, with all this sexy sex we'll be having, how are we supposed to keep things fresh and interesting?
Here are some top sex tips from Gibbons and Goose.
Nice. That was fantastic. Copulation.
Yes, I really like it when we do role play.
I was imagining that you were a sexy policeman or policewoman. I'm not stereotyping. What were you thinking of?
I was imagining you were my ex-girlfriend, Chloe.
Aw, you have such a good imagination. Is your friend Richard coming over today to join us in the boudoir?
Oh, he's already been.
Oh, are we not having the sex then?
No, it's okay. We took care of it.
Oh, okay.
Often as a result of sex, you'll have a baby. Now, we've already gone into this in great detail.
According to some television watchdogs, too much detail.
So for full information, please visit our guide to having a baby. However, for your convenience, here is a quick but clear summary.
Shall we have a baby?
Yes. The first stage of giving birth involves the woman doing a big wee. Curry, it's your favourite, korma. Here it comes.
That feels quite
Here
nice,
it
actually.
comes. So, Dan and Theo, that's marriage covered, but what about parenting?
Dan. I know we've done a lot of guide to videos, but if there's one subject that we're out of our depth in, it's parenting, okay? Just let me check the Wikipedia. Give me 5 minutes. We'll get back to it, okay?
That sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah.
And in the meantime, sit your children of any age in front of our hilarious outtakes.
Outtakes not suitable for children of any age.
Recording.
I thought you were going to say action.
Oh yeah.
You threw me off.
Ruined that.
Ready? Right, are you ready? Do you know what you're doing? This is an advanced level course and it will
In fact,
cover...
it should be me talking, shouldn't it? Because
Okay,
I
yes.
finished the last
That's
one.
right, yes, okay.
And also, I'm better at acting than you. However...
Well, so maybe that just showed you a thing or two about acting.
Yeah, okay,
Maybe.
that was good actually. So please do refer to the seduction guides for some introductory techniques. I'll wait all day, Theo. You plug the video,
I
plug
don't
the
mind.
videos. Yeah, do the marketing bit.
Don't mind.
Go for it.
Do it, it's fine.
Okay,
I don't really care.
but then we need to go in with, oh, it's got a sulk now. No breathing when I'm talking. That was very The seduction guides were basic introductions at best.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Right.
That's fine. We've solved it. We've solved the problem. We could just get someone who can actually fucking speak, but no. We have to work around that, apparently. Okay, so just go
We'll just do a letter at a time and we'll just, you can tighten that up in editing. You can't see on camera, but our legs are touching. Oh!
I don't know how I'm going to get through this one.
There's nothing more heterosexual than staring a man in the face when you both have erections.
I'm probably going to spit on you quite a lot during this as well. There's a lot of hard P's. Sorry. Sorry, I just had to cut across your line there because I thought I hadn't spoken for...
Yeah, for more than 2 seconds. Come here, silly. Let's sort this out. Are we going for sort of like Zayn, like one hair? Like, ooh. I suppose he's cut it all off now. He's left 1D, hasn't he? And I tell you what, as well, he's cut off about 1/3 of his fan base, including me. It's fine.
Because is it? Can you see it at the back of my shirt though?
No, it's honestly fine.
But I don't want to look ridiculous, Dan. I want to look good.
Unbelievable.
We need to consider bridesmaids and their attractiveness. You know, perhaps if the... I remember the first line.
Very
It
good.
went downhill from there.
I noticed. Now, women. Let's get that right.
Now.
Now, women. Now, women.
Now.
Now, women.
Yeah, I think that's
right. That's right.
That's the one. That's the one.
You know, for me, it's duck egg or nothing. How dare you? How dare you?
You're hungry. I am as well.
I know. We're gonna go out and murder a burger, you and I, after this one. Oh, I know. Get behind me, Satan.
Stop! Just stop it! You know it's Caesar salad, hold the dressing, hold the chicken, hold the salad. Okay, one take wild goose, let's go.
One take.
Take one.
So, action. Take two.
That was fantastic, copulation.
I forgot about the copulation line.
Yeah. Character, Hairface. Hey, Hairface, how do you breathe and live?
Well,
I
Hairface
don't.
has more dynamic range than you.
Right.
I went to the John Hamm School of Acting.
Very good.
That was an excellent joke.
I went to the John Smith School of Acting, often as a result of clear mouth.
Get it all out. Out. Get all the butterflies out. Get it all out. Out they go.
Oh, one's come back in. Just a little bit of fun.
But well, let's stop having fun and do the comedy now.
We'll cut there.